Bragg here from C4G. Before we start the video, along with subscribing and hitting the notification bell, I'm going to ask you to participate in the Creator Card Project Poll and vote for Duelist in its matchup against Lightsworn. All you need is a Twitter account and to go to Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG's Twitter and vote for Duelist. And don't you dare vote for Lightsworn, or else. Now on to the video.
Hey, this is Bragg here for Cowboy for Game. This is Duelist Revolution 10 years later. Quite a lot of good cards in this set, so let's get right into it. This is the top 10.
And up first at number 10 is Fabled Raven. This is the main tuner in Dark Worlds that won YCS Long Beach 2012. Raven is one of the more underrated cards of the set. Number 9 is Double Cyclone. This card rose to prominence in hat format, giving you more spell and trap destruction while setting off artifact effects. Number 8 is Chivalry. It was kinda nifty during Cosmo and Pendulum format in late 2015, where it negated Damage Juggler and also the ship effects if they went off in the battle phase. This has only had one printing, so this card might actually shoot up again in price if Konami ever makes the battle phase relevant again. Number 7 is Mystical Ref Panel. This card was crazy upon release, and then later in Dragon Rulers where you would steal the mill or draw effects from your opponent because everyone was running pretty much the same deck. Number 6 is Scrap Golem. Scrap's my favourite deck of all time, but they didn't do too much on release besides topping a few regional level events. But upon the release of Scrap Wyvern, this card facilitated a Mill 2 in August, but what's not good is drawing it before you can do the Scrap combo, which somehow happens to me all the time. And staying with Scraps, number 5 is Scrap Dragon. Their boss monster was the most splashable synchro monster on release and was in most synchro decks up until the end of Dragon Ruler format. It was then splashed in decks that have a level 8 synchro play up until Burrowload Savage was released. Number 4 is Stygian Street Patrol. This is a key card in Infernities and they won the 2014 World Championship. This card's really good. Number 3 is Solemn Warning. It may now be the third best Solemn card, but Solemn Warning brought a huge boost to control decks at the time and it's a quite nifty side card if you know you're going first. Number 2 is Pot of Duality. This card was so good that on release, decks that special summoned a bunch used this for consistency. And then over the next decade, we've seen it pop up in multiple control decks, decks that stall, and decks that don't need their special summon. And number 1 is Effect Veiler. For most of the last decade, this has been the go-to monster effect negation. Infinite Impermanence may be a little bit better now, but if you need extra monster effect negation, or you're just on a budget, Effect Veiler is an awesome card.
And that's my top 10 cards of Duelist Revolution. This set was really weird. They tried to really pump up the fusion stuff. Axon Kicker and Dragonite Equest were in this set, and they didn't really do anything. Miracle Synchro Fusion wasn't that good. The Naturia support also missed the mark as well. Pineapple was pretty hyped up to be the next Treeborn Frog at the time, but it definitely wasn't that. What's your favourite card from Duelist Revolution? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're there, like and subscribe, and check out our podcast where we talk all things Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks for watching.
No matter